Hi, this is Sherry at Twisted Granny Tarot. How are you tonight? I hope you're happy. This is the Pisces Tarot Scope for the month of April 2026. So I hope I can give you all good news and you go on to have a successful April. Right? Okay. Now, this is the table that uses a horoscope diagram as a tarot diagram. It depicts a circle with 12 slots in it, just like a pie. Looks like a big pie you get at Costco. And each one of these slices is labeled with a topic. Your home, your children, your romance, your career, those kinds of things. So we're going to get a little bit of information about each one of those houses. Now, over here, there is a calendar that my friend Link publishes, and he likes to study antiquities. So I've circled a couple of antique holidays that might be of interest to some people. Oh, here's something. On April 25th, the Roman feast of Robigalia, with rites, R-I-T-E-S, to protect crops from the spirits of mildew. I guess mildew was a threat in Rome? I guess I thought Rome was hot and dry and had palm trees. Oh, I guess I'm wrong. Well, whatever. Okay, this is a new deck, fairly new. It's called the Universal Celtic Tarot. And the pictures on here are not necessarily exactly like the pictures on a regular Rider-Waite deck. So I have a little cheat sheet. So I'm sorry if I'm going to have to bore you because some of the pictures are just not remotely similar to the original decks that were used in the 1300s and 1400s in Italy and France. Okay, first house is what you're thinking about right now. Oh my. Look at this. You're thinking about victory. This is a person who has been in a battle and he's on his way home to his home village to be crowned with accolades and praise and prizes, whatever gifts they want to give him. And you know, this looks a lot like the Hobbit in the background, these two tall stone creatures. They represent entities from a previous culture. I think that's really cool. Okay, second house is your own money. Oh dears, what happened to the money? Oh, huh. Well, I'm going to say that you're working on money, but you're not necessarily seeing any right now because in reality, the moon, I don't know if this is logical. I don't know if my logical, that's your logic, but the moon does not have its own light. The sun shines on it, and then it reflects back to Earth, but it doesn't have a light. So it's kind of a fibber, and it's kind of a untrustworthy. So when we come to money and the moon, it's kind of vague. I'm not going to say you don't have enough money, and I'm not going to say you have too much money. I'm not going to say that. But it looks like you're doing okay as long as you maintain the status quo. All right? How about that? Third house is communication. Oh, this is as cute as hell. Oh my gosh. Okay. 10 of Cups. Can hardly get a better card than the 10 of Cups. It's a family card of love and kindness. It's a generational card indicating that when you talk about your family, you're talking about past generations as well as future generations, because that's important to Pisces, far in the past and far in the future. So that means when you talk to people, you are indicating that they have a place in your heart and a place in society, and the Pisceans want to help their family be their best. Fourth house. Wow, this is a 3 of Wands. Oh, hang on just a minute. Oh, this guy's embarking on a new journey, and he sees a good luck symbol ahead of him. So guess what, kids? Wow. In case you didn't know it, you're embarking on a new journey. And it may mean that you leave home for a little bit, but not forever. And look, his way is lit, and he has a good luck symbol right there, a doe, a deer. So, and he's followed by his protector hunting dogs. So far, so good, Pisces. Hot diggity. Fifth house is romance and creativity. Okay, romance and creativity. Okay, the Hanged Man. The Hanged Man is a depiction of the god Odin. And actually, hang on a minute. This is actually the Green Man. You see his face? He's covered in leaves. His body's covered in leaves and branches. He's responsible for keeping the birds and the bees happy in the forests and fields so that everybody has food and happy and, multiplies. Okay, anyway. The god Odin had a lot of problems in his life, and he decided he needed to look at the world from a different angle. So he plucked out his own eye, and he hung himself upside down in a tree for 9 days. That was his, I don't know if it was a penance, and I'm not real up to date on the Odin legend. However, he knew he needed to look at the world at a different angle so he could be a better leader. And if this is in your fifth house, then you are re-examining your attitudes and your life at this moment so that you can make necessary changes. Hey, they could be just little tweaks, just a little nudge, or they could be a total 180 if they need to be. So, how about that? I don't think that sounds like torture to me. That sounds like somebody who's been stuck for a little while and is now finally ready to press the go button. Okay? How about that? 1, 2, 3, 4. Sixth house is work and health. Oh, look at here. Work and health. Here's Wands. Wands governs business. So we could say it certainly has to do with the house of work and health. And he looks pretty serious here. He's not as active as the king, but he brings with him steadiness and good advice. So now that's a face card. So I'm going to pull out another one and see what we got. Oh, Lord, a Knight of Pentacles riding a dragon. Okay, so we got action and money. And another, oh, wait a minute. So we got action in the sixth house of work and health. We have Pentacles in the sixth house of work and health. So we got action and we got money. Now what do we pull? The Hermit. The Hermit is somebody who he's in a cloak, like a Merlin cape cloak, and he's holding a lantern out in front of him because they didn't have flashlights back then. So he's holding a lantern out to light his way. So what is going on in your house of work? Oh, you're exploring new ways to get your work accomplished and get your work done and put out a better product. That is what that's all about. How about that? Okay, seventh house, marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Now, what do we have here? Okay, 10 of Wands. Okay, the 10 of Wands has to do with a person. In the original deck, it's a person who is standing in front of like a palisade. You know when the forts of the cavalry were built with wood bowls sticking straight up? Okay, and there's this guy in a regular deck, he'd be in front of them watching to make sure nobody crosses his threshold and nobody gets behind him to where his people and his loved ones are. So, he's got a handicap. He can't see. So, oh, well, if this is, wait a minute, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Okay, marriage partnerships and business partnerships. Why is that like that? Well, because some people are highly secretive about the way they earn their money. Some people are independently employed, and they feel like they have to protect every inch of ground that they cover because they're self-employed. They get paid if they say the right things to the customer, and they can continue their livelihood. Well, you just want to protect your home, your hearth, your family, and sometimes it's not easy. There's a lot to cover there. So he's sort of nervous about protecting it. Marriage partnerships and business partnerships. I'm trying to figure out why he's iffy about that. There might be reasons that you all can think of that you want to protect your marriage partnership and your business partnership. Lots of good reasons. Okay, 8th house is money from other people. We got the Queen of Cups. Ooh, lots of love coming your way. Oh, and the Ace of Cups. So it looks like instead of getting money, you're getting a lot of love. And if you get a lot of love, that can lead to money too. Because if people love you, let's pretend you're a salesman and you're good to your customers and they continue to buy stuff because they actually love you. They love talking to you and they love the whole atmosphere. So we got the Queen of Cups. That's a loving card. Ace of Cups. You're doing just fine in the money departments because even if you don't have money, you have love. It's an important component for a happy, successful life. Okay, 9th house. Holy moly. Philosophy, religion, higher education, and long-distance travel. And it looks like this pagan group here is standing in Stonehenge. And the standing stones at Stonehenge, if I remember correctly, some of the stones, or at least 2 of them, are lined up so that the rising sun comes up exactly in the center of 2 stones on one day a year, June 21st. Okay? And wow, and she has come, the priestess has come to the center of the field to welcome the light of the sun so that the tribe can have a good harvest and the tribe can remain healthy and well fed. So if that's 7 and that's 8 and this is 9, well, you want to make an effort to study spiritual types of things? There are lots of ways to discover that. They're in the library or they're in your local church. So that might be an interest for you because this is the very beginning of that. If you never thought of studying ancient cultures, that might be fun for you. Find out what people believed before Christianity came along. And I find that highly curious. Mm-hmm. And what was wrong with it? I don't know why. And if this is, well, don't forget that this house also governs travel, because travel is a fabulous way to redesign your predecessor, your I can't think of the word. I almost had it. Your preferences, your preclusions, your attitudes towards other social groups. Why do they behave the way they are? Why do they love spaghetti? Why do they love wine? I mean, when you think of that, aren't the French famous for wines and the Italians are really famous for food? So that those can be learning experiences and help you organize in your head how the world works and what cultures can mean. Their own culture can mean to those families over there in another place. And so it's good. It's a good education. Okay, so now we have 10th house. All right, right. Oh my goodness. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Now we've got the 6 of Cups. Oh, well, these people here are very happy being together in this house because they're sharing things. They're sharing the food and the wine that are in the cups here with the fairies that are flying around them. These 2 people have been friends for a long time, and they're very well matched for each other. So this indicates right now that you have a good relationship with your bosses and your coworkers at your place of employment, and they love you because you have a lot of love cards here. Good for you. Oh, Okay. 11th house, okay, is long-term plans and friends from previous employers. Now look at here. What is happening here? In the original Tower card, there's an actual tower. And the actual tower has caught on fire struck by lightning, and people are jumping out of it. And this is a subdued version of the tower because only the top of the arch has been struck by lightning. But there are skeletons on the arches. So if this is long-term, so you've had a recent break in how you view your long-term life, whatever years you've got left in your life, or for the next 10 or 20 years of your life. That certainly is long-term. And they've changed. Just a little crack because of circumstances. Now, just because you thought so-and-so was going to happen by year X and it didn't happen, well, now you got to change your plans. And you can survive it. Okay, 12th house is what you think about when you go to sleep. Now we got the Page of Swords. You never like to see a sword in your house of sleep or dreams, because to me that means static and worry. Oh, Lordy. Now we get the Knight of Swords, and he's killing dragons here. Oh, he's got a 3-horned bull. And some kind of long neck, must be a heron, and a Celtic cross. So, this gives me the feeling that there are, you know what? There's a term called wrong-headedness. And this fellow looks like he's out to cure your wrong-headedness. Okay? Let's see what the third card says, because we have 2 face cards here. Oh. This is a Justice card. Maybe you needed to throw away some previous beliefs that you had previously. You need to throw them away, because this is telling you they're over and done with, and you've survived the test, so to speak. You've survived the test, and now it's time to make the break and go on. Now, these people are either getting rewarded by justice or they're getting punished by justice. I'd like to think they're being rewarded. Okay? It also means that these 2 guys have been shown by their actions taught the right way to go. So if you've had situations where you made wrong turns, most of that is over now. At this point. Wow, this is a really good reading, Pisces. It's very lucky for you. Very telling. Okay. Oh, this is not so hot. This is the Nine of Swords. And the Nine of Swords, now let me check. I think it's somebody who's been stabbed in the back. I'm pretty sure that's it. Just a minute. There's nobody being stabbed in it. Well, they are kind of, looks like that, but 9. Oh no, wait, you worry too much. Okay, these 9 swords are in her head. The 9 of Swords are just in her head, and she worries a whole lot. However, if worry might be, and anxiety might be your natural state of being, you can give it up. I promise, you can give it up. It's because the rest of these cards are proof that you have passed to the next level of your life, and that you can continue to earn rewards and be the person you were intended to be when you were born. So I say, keep on going. Keep on going and forget about the anxiety. If anxiety is your second nature, that's unnecessary worry. Is it what they call worry? How to ruin today by worrying about tomorrow. So hope for the best. Cross your fingers. Okay, now I'm going to count the major arcana, if there are any. We got the Hangman, we got the Hermit, and the Tower. So actually, and the Tower's coming down. So 1, 2, 3. The Hermit is looking for things. The Tower, well, where is it? The Tower shows a break, and then habits and what you might call the natural order of things. This is how you've done things all your life, and this is how it's going to remain. And justice. So you have been you've been not awarded, but judged to be a perfectly wonderful person. And forget about your anxiety. And go on with a clear conscience every day and help people the best you can. And you can build on those good foundations for the rest of your life. Really, so believe in yourself. Because you can. And because you have people on the other side that'll be happy to help you. All you have to do is ask them. Okay? All right. Love, you mean it. Thanks for giving me a clue into Pisces life today, because I really enjoyed that one. Okay, I really enjoy all of them, but this was very enlightening. Probably because I'm Pisces too, you know. But anyway, thanks for coming. See you next time. We'll do May in another month, okay? Thanks for everything. I appreciate it. This is Sherry, Twisted Granny Tarot. Bye.